What you're about to see has been fully generated by AI. The company OpenAI just released SORA, which is a text-generated based video AI program. Basically, you type in what you want and it generates it to you with flying colors. Well, not flying colors, but very good. These images portray the highest of quality that most consumers want to see and that most clients want to obtain. It's so hard to believe that the textures, the lighting, heck, even the film grain in this video was obtained all by AI. Now, there are a ton of videos out on social media and YouTube talking about the specs and the news and you know how exciting this is, which it is exciting, but someone in my industry, it's also scary. See, when I started my journey as a photographer 6 years ago, I strictly wanted to do it for quote unquote therapeutic reasons. It was my way of getting away from the real world. Working a 9-to-5, it just made it really hard to get out of bed some days. So when I found the world of photography, I took on the world of videography as well. A couple of years ago, I decided to take filmmaking a little bit more seriously and started a documentary just last year that I'm finishing up as we speak, and just fell in love with the craft of storytelling through the means of a camera. It's a skill, a craft that takes many, many years to achieve and perfect. You know, we take pride in making images that most individuals aren't capable of doing because they don't have the skill set to do it. So when something like this comes along where it could potentially take your skill set away within seconds, it's a little worrisome. It has mistakes, but I honestly don't think consumers are going to be able to tell. The physics and the textures of the videos look so real that it's mind-blowing to call this AI or something that was generated not in real life. Now, with the launch of SORA, this has filmmakers, cinematographers, videographers all over the world reaching out onto social media and having these discussions as this is the end of filmmaking and my career is gone as you know it, and just a real sense of fear. Who is it going to be released to? Who is going to have access to this? Because as awesome as this might seem, especially for stock footage purposes, it's very scary, specifically if it gets into the wrong hands. Now, in my opinion, I think the future of the stock footage industry is going to be hit the hardest first, because if you think about it, you know, whenever I go to a stock footage website, you know, I'm looking for very specific things or as close to it as I can get, and sometimes I'm fulfilled, but I have never been 100% fulfilled with the footage that I'm going to use. There's always something off. So what if you could go to a stock footage website, type in what you want, and you get exactly what you asked for? That's why I think stock footage websites are going to be the first to feel this new technology. And then we have the next biggest one, which is commercial video. Cinematographers, filmmakers, freelance videographers that solely work on making commercials. That's from the big production all the way down to the smaller production. However, I also think that those that take the time to learn this software as much as you can, learn its weaknesses, learn its strengths, that way it can be a tool instead of an enemy to your business. Getting good at prompt engineering is something to really think about if you're in the production side of things, especially for a commercial. It's going to be very interesting to see what happens in the next couple of years, because if you think about it, this is the worst that this footage is going to look like. It's only going to get better. In other words, if you're a content creator, I think it's a really important time now more than ever to work on your personal branding, quality content. And when I mean quality content, I mean good storytelling. Be unique. Try not to copy what other people are doing. Everyone's life is unique in its own way, shape, or form. Figure out how your life can be interesting to someone else, to another business, to potential clients. I think UGC content or user-generated content is going to be super important in the next couple of years as this progresses, and I'll tell you why. Most businesses, especially startup businesses, they want authenticity. They want organic reach. They want not organic reach, but they want organic feeling to their brand, to their product. You know, that's why you've seen the recent rise in UGC creators. Most of these brands are understanding that When most people see a big commercial ad, they usually turn away from it, especially if it's on social media. But if you see your friend Sally using, this face cream that this company sent, you are more likely to use it than if you see it on a Super Bowl ad. I think with all of this fancy AI generated video, UGC content is going to be extremely important. And I think if you're watching this and you're a content creator, I think it's going to be very important to start working on that now. If you're trying to grow the business, don't get too stuck on the craft. There's got to be a little bit of give and take. You're not going to be able to stop this uprise in technology. It's the same thing when film photographers, when digital cameras were introduced to the public, a lot of film photographers believed that digital photography was just a gimmick. And look where we are now. I'm shooting this on a mirrorless camera that can take digital photos. I have a film camera, but it takes me months to get through one film because of the convenience I have with my phone, with these cameras, so on and so forth. So I say the same thing. If you adapt to the changes and not be scared of them, if you can figure out how to use them to your advantage, I think most of us will be just fine. Let me know what you guys think. Comment down below. Make sure to like this video if you found it useful or entertaining, and please consider subscribing to my channel. I forgot to introduce myself at the beginning, but my name is Sam Vargas and I own a small production company in the city of Charlotte, North Carolina, and I make all sorts of things. Check me out on Instagram so you can see a little bit of my work. And let's spark up a conversation down in the comments section below. I would love to hear your thoughts on what this means to you and what you think it means to the future. Peace. We are so screwed. I'm just kidding. We're not screwed.